Hello, Hyperloop. Hello, Keely. How are you? In fact, hmm. Hey, what's up, Davey? How are you doing? I just thought I would come on just to see who might be on. I haven't done an afternoon live in a while. Oh, cool, Keely. I take it you are someplace sunny to be able to make the burgers on the grill. Hey, Drew. Hey, Louie. What's going on? How come you didn't message me on the Facebook page, Davey? Although I mean, I don't know that I would have been able to meet you, but that would have been kind of cool. Oh, you in Louisiana, Keely? Okay, I got you. Hey, is that Lisa? Hello, Lisa. How are you from the UK? Hey, Sugar Plum. What's going on? I should be. This camera should probably. The phone should probably be positioned differently because the lighting's not that good. But whatever. I'm chewing on gum because I haven't had anything really to eat. I had nothing substantial. 3 boneless wings left over from last night's video. And that's it. Oh, I didn't even know you messaged. Oh, you messaged, but I didn't reply? Oh, okay. I gotta look into that, baby. I'm sorry about that. Where did you go for your deep dish? Oh, you're welcome, Drew. I enjoyed it. Hi, Nansha Fox. It's just regular double mint gum, Wrigley's double mint gum. I am off today. Fielding, hello. Oh, Fielding, that video of yours. Y'all, please check out Fielding ASMR if you haven't already. So he has a supreme burger. They call them chicken burgers. I think it's just what we would call it in the States a chicken patty, like a breaded patty, because I don't think it was a ground chicken. I don't think it was ground chicken that you formed into a patty. I think it was just like a chicken patty sandwich, a breaded chicken patty sandwich. But I don't know why the sounds in that video were getting to me, but they did. I think I watched it maybe 2 or 3 times, or listened to it 2 or 3 times, and the third time was I knocked out. I totally knocked out. Good video. Check out Fielding ASMR, you guys, from the UK. 75 degrees to yesterday. Now it's 35 degrees as well. We're in the we're upper 30s, low 40s today. Oh, good. You had Geno's East. Nice. Someone was asking me what my favorite pizza was in the last live, and I said Geno's Easton, Giordano's, and Lou Malnati's has a really good deep dish. I prefer a deep dish. I'm not really a thin crust fan, but if I want a cheap slice, I will have a thin crust pizza. Oh, and Panino's. I got to mention Panino's again because they have a really good pizza place, although they're really small time. So you guys, just so you know, if any of you are, oh yeah, thanks for hitting the like button, the thumbs up button rather, Drew. Appreciate that. Um, so I will be doing a video in the Rainbow Room, and I'll be chewing more gum, and I will be whispering, and I will be going through my very small book collection. A little page turning and just going through some of these books that for the most part I have not read. So if you are in the Rainbow Room, if you're subscribed there already and you like those things, those triggers, check that out later on though. Snow for the first time. Wow, that's amazing. How did it feel? Did it feel magical to you? I've never talked to anyone that has never seen snow. Album collection is not very big. My CD collection may not be big compared to a lot of other people, but it's the cassette and CD collection that's the biggest. But it's just a bitch pulling them out. It really is. I wish I had a tape deck that I could take out, and because I like to hear the sound of a cassette tape being inserted into the deck, and then closing the door of the deck. Like when radio stations, when they play certain clips, they have these, like, I guess they're like cartridges or whatever. You can hear it sometimes if you're me and you looked for that kind of thing back in the day, because I used to look for that sound. They would take things out and put things in the cartridges or whatever, and then play it. And so many triggers, but I didn't know what the hell I was experiencing. There was no name for it. Well, I didn't know the name for it. Oh, wow, that's interesting, Davey. And here in Chicago, no less. Wow. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. I think another one of my subscribers was supposed to be here, or probably was here already, maybe. ASMR Emerged. I think he said he was going to be coming here. But I don't know if it ever happened. Oh, there's not a lot of people. Well, when I would do lives in the afternoon, it was the like spring and summertime. So, and it's like 1:30 in the afternoon here, as y'all can tell and see the sun is out. And I really got to get something to eat, but I don't know where I'm gonna go. Or I could make something, but I don't feel like making anything. Like I want to just kind of grab something. I think I want to take a walk, like get out in the sun, get some vitamin D, and then I'll just, figure it out from there. Yeah, I thought I would come on and see if there was anyone available and be able to catch me or whatever. You never know with the live sometimes, because it can be like, there's 15 people in the chat. That water sure tastes good with this gum. Oh, okay. Struggle forever. It's not hard to get. Some people can't grow beards though. They try, but they can't grow them. I am fortunate enough that I can grow that the beard is not patchy or whatever. So, if you guys who's um, the uh, the Wingstop video from last night? Drew, I know you said you did. I don't think I'm gonna go to that Wingstop anymore though. Am I chewing the gum too much? I feel like I am. Um, and I'm gonna make it again tonight. It's already made, really. The only thing I don't like is that when kale, the kale in these salads, they're hard. They're kind of hard. But it's a salad kit, and it's called Sweet Kale, and it has broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts. You know what? I'm just realizing something. We always say Brussels sprouts, but we never say Brussels sprouts. And I'm noticing there's an S at the end of Brussels. I've never really paid attention to that. Okay. Kale, chicory, dried cranberries, roasted pumpkin seeds, and a poppy seed dressing. I have poppy seed dressing as well, but I'm going to take the rest of the salad and throw croutons, some bacon. I'm gonna just basically make it unhealthy. And I've got some glazed walnuts and cranberries and stuff, and more poppy seed dressing. I'm gonna have that, and then I'm gonna have sliced pickled beets, and I have some mixed vegetables that I'm gonna get out the freezer and make. Oh, hey Ada, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, I would say that you would definitely want to put some olive oil. I did put some extra virgin olive oil in that salad, and then I threw the poppy seed dressing on top and mixed it up. I also thought that like maybe it was the lighting, because what I like to do, here's what I'll say. What I've taken to doing nowadays is that I'll try to throw some spray on top of my food, depending on what I'm having. Like those boneless wings, I thought let me throw some like spray it with a little like olive oil, so when I get to take the picture for the thumbnail, it can look kind of glistening. But I don't think it looks that way. I read or heard from a chef that, or from somewhere, well, maybe it wasn't a chef, but that's what they do to make the food look, you know, shiny, and give it that look like it's fresh out of the oven and all of that stuff. Even though it was fresh out of the oven, I will make a new salad and name it Brussels in Doubt. Okay. Sounds good to me. I'm doing well. Sorry I missed the last live. No worries, Zeta. The last live, though, there was a shitload of donkeys that came in at the tail end. That thankfully Victor was around to deal with that. I think we have a donkey in the room already. What am I gonna eat, you guys? Yeah, I talked about the salad, I know, and all the veggies, but I want a sandwich. Yeah, you might have to hide them all, Ada. Oh, I haven't had sloppy joe in a minute, Drew. That sounds good. In fact, let me write this name down. When I start doing this, I'm seeing something I don't really care for. Hello, Cool Zim is in here? When did you come in here? Are you in here? Speak up, sir. I was just gonna ask where you were. I hadn't seen you or heard from you in a little bit. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Where you been the last few? I feel like it's been a few days. Ooh, talk to me or us about that, Ada. In 3 years, okay. So I mean, that's not a record. I've yet to go in the gym, and it's been a long time since I've been to the gym. But how was that for you? Was it like riding a bike, or was it a little bit tougher? Yeah, that I need. I think that's what I need to. When these guys come, Ada, you missed it. And Brandon, I don't know if you were around, but at my last live, right at the tail end, when I was trying to kick people out, like I did in the other live video, I was trying to kick people out, and all these fools came up in talking about I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And thank God Victor was here. Victor had a time. There were, I mean, like several messages, like they shot out like ammunition. Not cute. Why were you a hot mess, Ada? What was going on? Oh, okay, Brandon. And the last one was past my bedtime. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't want to keep you if you got to be at work, so. Oh. Oh, I see. I don't know if I knew you had an accident. But I know you were gone for a spell, or like I didn't see you on that often. Thank you, Mikhail. Oh, now Juicy Tingles is live. Oh no, I think she just had a video. Well, I need to do it myself, Ada. To be honest with you, I'm at my last appointment for the day, then I'll be home. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I keep imagining and having fantasies about what my return to the gym will be like. I'm just so paranoid about like not being able to, you know, perform and have the endurance, that I want to have. I keep feeling like I'm gonna have to, find this 20 something year old person that used to work out, you know. Well, yeah. I mean, it's both of those things in tandem, they're difficult. Um, I almost feel like I can kind of nab the eating right part. It's the movement now for me. It's just like, 49 years old, although I look, I'm 30 in the streets. You know, I'm trying to take the stairs at my job more. I know I've said that before, but I'm trying to do that to hopefully build some kind of endurance. Because I think, if I'm going out for a walk and I've walked a mile before, if I can do that, I wouldn't have a problem with the treadmill. I don't think the treadmill I have a problem with, although I wouldn't be running on it. I would probably just be walking briskly on it. But I'm thinking about the elliptical machine that I really want to get on that. I want to just, I want to be able to do it like I used to. I did not want to be there. I felt self-conscious and weird and out of place. And on top of it, I was in pain the entire 40 minutes. I was like, oh, but see, you're coming off, I'm sorry, you're coming off of an injury too that you're still healing from. So I get that part. Hmm. I don't know that I ever felt dizzy when I used to meal. The only thing that's a problem for me are inclines. Like when you set it up to like you're walking or up a mountain, climbing a mountain or something. The inclines are bad for me. Hey, what's going on? I see you in the house. It's just a few of us here now, but that's okay. I just wanted to see. I haven't done an afternoon live in a little bit. I'm doing fine, and how are you? Ada's here, and Brandon's here, and Drew's here, and I forgot who else is here. Talking about Ada joined she worked out at the gym for the first time in 3 years. And I'm talking about how I need to get my ass in one. I've been paying for a membership for, it's going to probably be almost 2 years. That's so pathetic to say. It's my life. But you know what? This is what I think about you guys. I don't know if I ever revealed this, but Um, I am, I feel like if it ever got to a point where I lost a shitload of weight, I I wonder how my attitude is gonna be. Part of me wants to just shit on everyone that ever looked at me cockeyed because of my weight. Part of me wants to just show so much attitude. Like, I was fine already. I was fine even when I was a, just because you didn't see it, now you want to have something to do with me. I feel like I'm gonna have that kind of a vibe. If I were to like get my Idris Elba body come March, um, I feel like that would happen to me. And I know it's petty. There's a part of me that's really there for it. I am there for that when it happens. Is that wrong to feel? Don't feel bad. I've been paying for gym membership for over 5 years. Oh, and I've gone maybe like 7 times in those 5 years. All right, well, Ada, you know what? Thank you for making me feel a little bit better. Been way longer than 3 years for me. I've been trying to watch what I eat though. It is hard, and I'm sure it's hard being subscribed to people like me. So, hello, Toby. You gotta admit though, Tiffany, it is a little petty. I feel like I'm at a point where, you know, I don't need to really be that. I don't need to be that person. But at the same time, you know, people react to what they see. That's just basically, we know that, you know. But like for me, the person with the most muscular body is not always the one that I'm attracted to. It's not the one that, always gets, people to do that. Like, when my brother and my cousin and I used to always hang out, when we used to go to movies or like go to restaurants to eat, I really miss those times. It would be nice if we could do that again, but it can never happen because of the personalities and health issues and things have changed. But at any rate, back in the day, the three of us used to always hang out. My brother was a bodybuilder. I think he still kind of works out like to this day, but he was always a bodybuilder. He competed in competitions and all this stuff. Whenever we go out in the summertime, anybody that looked at us, I was openly gay at the time, but my cousin is straight, but it was always like they were looking at him like he was the star. And he wasn't trying to, my brother was not trying to get any kind of male attention whatsoever. But they would look at him in admiration of his by his physique. Not like they wanted him, but he was the main attraction. We used to joke with him about that. We used to call him the diva of the group and joke that while I was the one that was overly gay that should have been the diva of the group, my brother was the one, because people react to how you look, and I know people and people treat you differently when you are an overweight person. It's just a fact. It's fucked up, but it's a fact. I experience it on the daily. No one will sit next to me on the bus because I guess they think because I that they won't be comfortable or whatever. That's kind of, I'm okay a little bit with that because I like my space. Now I'm also trying to reserve it for a good looking guy, but that's just in my own head. But no, people respond to what they see. And then what they say about overweight people is that there's this myth that oh, well, because you're overweight, you don't take care of yourself. Well, I made took a lot of years to get this way, and I may not be eating right, but it does not mean that in a general sense I'm not taking care of myself. Meanwhile, you're tooting up in the bathroom, you know, coke or any other drug or alcohol, but I'm the one that's walking around unhealthy because I like a cheeseburger every now and then. So that's all relative to the person, in my opinion. It's part physical and part personality. Yeah, I guess. I'm not overweight, I'm just big boned. Well, I'm overweight and big boned, so that's that. But yeah, there's a part of me that doesn't really, I don't really, I wouldn't really feel like if I lost a significant amount of weight, because I know I'd be feeling myself. I know I was. I know I would be. I can't even sit up here and lie to you. I would totally be feeling myself. Like, damn, being able to kind of just be light and, look good and maybe clothing that I couldn't, you know, wouldn't even bother buying. Now I can fit it. You know what I mean? It's like, I would totally be feeling myself. Yep. That's what I'm talking about, Tiffany. It's like, um, there are a lot of people walking around that are just like what you described, but you know, it's not anything that anyone can really see unless you know the person or unless you kind of see them in the act of doing something. You might have an average bill, but be totally fucked, you know? Yeah, it's true too. But right now, I think I would just be proud if I just quit talking about it and walk my ass into the gym. I would do a video right after that and talk about how that was for me. And of course, I start thinking about these kinds of things during the time of the year where, you know, I don't really want to go out and do anything. I can do a walk. I can walk like I used to do these mile walks in the summertime. I did them a few times. Um, that's something I'm okay with doing because I like to kind of people watch, although they do get on my nerves. But I do like to kind of people watch. And on a day like this now, where the sun is out, that will be good. It's like lower 40s. I can do a walk. Oh, vitamin D deficiency did that? Wow. I didn't know that a vitamin D deficiency could affect your legs like that. You're so right, Ada. You are so right. That's true too, Drew. I remember when I first started going out a lot, we're talking early 20s. Um I was just doing my thing. I would go out like several times a week. Like I was This was the point where I had come out like after about a year. I had been out of the closet for like a year and some change. And then I started to make my way into clubs and into house music. My brother was into house music, but he went to sort of the straight bars, of course. But then I listened to radio stations that play house music, and then you're reading up and you're learning and you're hearing your friends talk about these clubs. And I was like, I got to get my ass into a club. So once that bug hit me and I started hearing music I loved and just that whole thing, like this was living. I finally had friends. I finally could hang out in spaces with groups of people that were like me. and I was going out religiously. And um, I had a job in the morning, worked at a video store. I would open the store at 7 in the morning. One day during that week, had the rest of the afternoon free. I was living the life, and I would also play music at home and dance to it. Oh, I didn't know if y'all could see that. I hate when people message me during my lives. They don't know that I'm live. But anyway, um, so I was just doing my thing, and before I knew it, people would say, "You losing weight," and I would tell them, "I'm not," because I really didn't. I didn't see that as exercise, and I knew I was still. I wasn't on a diet. I was still eating regular, but I was doing a lot more. There was a lot more exercise, and I would dance. I mean, I'm not gonna show y'all, but I would be about it. I really would. And I lost a bunch of weight doing that. Okay, Tiffany. Wow. Hey, Ruben, how's it going? Thank you for the thumbs up button. Love, I appreciate it. Oh, okay. It just always feels like you can. But thanks, Ada. I appreciate that. That reassurance. But yeah, like I would play that house music. I'd made little mixtapes, and I guess just just so that I can kind of look good in the club, I would practice on not like choreographed moves or anything like that, but I just wanted to. If a certain track that I knew they played in the club came on, I wanted to know how I would be dancing to it. I miss those days. Oh man, I act like I'm like 800 years old, but I probably would not do anything like that now. I don't have that. I don't. I don't have that energy. One night, this was maybe a year or two ago. A couple of my friends, Twan and Demas, we were out and they were dancing. I don't know if maybe I was tired, but it was late. I really was not feeling it. I was not feeling like I could dance. I hadn't danced on a dance floor in ages. And they were going at it. And I was like, damn, this sucks because I'm totally not having a good time. And they're out here like dancing like they were right back in touch with their 20-year-old selves. And, I was just like, you know what? I need to change some shit around. J Moore 718, hello. I haven't seen you in a minute. Went from 340 to 265 since April and have not stepped into a gym once. I've been working out and still don't. Just change my eating. Wow. What are you eating that you 340 to 265 since April? That's not a long period of time. What have you been eating? What have you been doing if you haven't been in the gym? I'm curious to know that. Carbs are tough. You know, I don't want to say that I can't do it because in theory, yeah, you can. You can do it. Like if you knew you really had to do it, if it came down to it where the doctor said, look, you can do it. But it seems like, that carb watching is really tough. Like everything is a carb. And then how low does your carb have to be? Do you totally do like no carbs? Like it's interesting to me that meat has very low carbs, but yet it's still not good for you, and so, like red meat is what I'm talking. But I mean, yeah, I could have like a chicken. I could have chicken or salmon or turkey burger without a bun or a half. I can do that. It just wouldn't be any fun, but I can do it. Oh, excuse me. I think men do lose weight easier than women. I was informed that women tend to retain more water weight. Yeah, and the fiber will fill you up. Man, if you're diabetic and you have hypertension, you would think like that would be even tougher, but you would think, oh my God, well, they're gonna definitely lose some weight. But I'll tell you, in the time there was a period like 3 or 4 years ago where I definitely was thinner. Well, let's not say thinner. I didn't have as much weight on me after I got out of the hospital. And this was when I walked in the hospital with my blood pressure was 250 over some ridiculously high fucking number. They were surprised I didn't die or pass out. Um, but I was in that I was in the hospital for 3 days where all they did was gave me medication and I had like a turkey burger, applesauce. My diet was really cute in that hospital, but the food was not bad. And I had had swollen legs. Didn't realize my legs were like swollen, but when I got out of there, my legs were back to normal. Everything looked good. I felt like everything was there, but over the course of time, even though I've been taking medications, I've been fucking up. I've been eating bad. And that's why I think I'm glad for my job because I do get to walk around and I do get to take stairs. I'm just trying to slowly work my way back. I'm okay. I think from the waist down, it's well, my butt. I could use a little shaping up in my butt area, but from the stomach and here, everything up. That's where I have my most troublesome issues. Only working out I do is my job, which is somewhat physical. Honestly, I started eating more real food than just fast food damn near every day. I'm a man, eat a lot of meat still, but also more veggies. Got you, Brandon. Got you, Jay Moore. So, Jay Moore, um, do you prepare your meat in a certain way? Are you using less sodium? Um, You don't do carbs or like breads or nothing like that? Is it just truly meat and veggies and maybe like water? Um, we'll see, Tiffany. I don't know, but we'll see. Hi, Jen. Mm, 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 mm. Why does it take people so long to write a comment? Oh, oh, oh. Anyone here subscribe to Lovely Lady Eats? Anyone? No? She had I watched one of hers. I guess she used to do these videos called Lipstick Letters, and she read one of the letters last night in a video. She gave some pretty good advice. I guess the woman got rid of a toxic boyfriend, and I don't know. I kind of like the advice she gave. It was funny, and yet it was definitely like helpful advice. It's all mindset when it comes to eating habits. I also drink tons of water now as well. I still eat breads, pastas, and those good things, just not as often. I love eating. And how old are you, if I may ask, Jay Moore? I'm just curious. I'm trying to put the whole picture together, just so that I want to see if I can see myself in it. I would love to be able to go down from 340 or whatever I weigh to 265. But if you're I'm not saying I can't do it, but if you're 10 to 15 years younger than me, then it's probably be easier for you to do than it would be for me. But you only did it through eating, which I find amazing that you haven't gone to the gym at all. You don't work out at home or do anything at home, sit-ups or nothing like that. I wish I were 220. Anyway. Oh, I'm shaking the thing. My bad. Right, Ada? I'll be like, I wouldn't be talking to y'all about nothing. I'd be doing all kinds of food challenges. B Love's Life has I haven't seen it, and I don't know if it's new or old. I get the feeling it's a new video, but I could be wrong. But she's got like triple whoppers, quadruple burgers in her hand, and I'm thinking, girl, really? How can you? I mean, I had to see if she eats that. There's only one thing that I want to do, and I don't want to talk about it because it's an idea in my head, but I don't want to talk about it. But it would probably be the biggest size, the largest burger I've had. But I don't want to talk about it. And I shouldn't even be talking about it now. Like, see, like Jay Moore, let's, continue. Just hit us up with what you've done so I can get off this subject. Sass ASMR. I don't think so. Not Sassy Snacks. Sass ASMR. No, I don't think I've seen her channel. Oh wow. You know what I'm not talking about anybody. I don't want to don't see this as me talking about anybody. But I wonder, like, and I know it's all relative to the individual and to the body that you see eating these like large amounts of food. But when I see some of these videos, I wonder what their blood pressure numbers are. And I know the only blood pressure number I need to be concerned about is my own. But I just wonder, like, because I see some people eating stuff, baby, and I feel tame. Now, I know I've had some big meals, but I feel tame. I did have the video, well, the leftover video was a three sandwich one. And I really don't think I've ever done a video where I've eaten three sandwiches. I don't, although that is something that I used to do when I was a teenager and in my 20s. I used to do it as a teenager. I remember I used to go to my cousin's house or spend the night at his house, and I would make me some cheeseburgers with some onion rings, and there were easily three cheeseburgers. And this, I was like a kid. Yeah. And then as an adult, I would have like the Burger King was like if I would come home from work, I don't know what job I was at the time, but I would come home from work, have me go to stop off at we called this restaurant the Deli. They had great fish sandwiches and great gyros. I would get me a gyro. No, first I'd stop off at the Burger King, which was on the way to the deli. I would get me a double whopper with cheese and some onion rings easily, no problem. 2 liter Pepsi or Coke, and then go to North Avenue Deli and get me a gyro with some cheese. And you wonder why you're as big as you are now. Okay, I will look into her channel. It's cold. I gotta turn the heat on. I'm 30 and I don't work out. I hate it. But my job involves tons of walking, lifting, and all kinds of movements. Biggest issue for me was the constant fast food and junk food. God. Yeah, I think we should probably change this up. Thank you, Jay Moore, for your stuff. But we maybe change the subject just a little bit. I know I have not eaten and everything that I'm talking about, and then now just seeing Drew's comment about McDonald's fries. I'm not on a diet, but So what are you saying, Ada? Let me see what you're saying here. Stubbs has like steak rubs. I was just saying that on my video. I think it was, did I say it last night? They have rubs because I was using a little bit of Stubbs in my for the wings, the boneless wings, and they have rubs. But the guy like who has the page on YouTube or whatever, he never got back to me. I hope I didn't. I'm hoping my message wasn't seen as spam because it was kind of a long message, and I think the longer your message is, it can be held for review. I'm hoping that he gets back to me. Maybe I have to send him another one if he hasn't spammed me. But see, like for me, I would like to try one of those rubs, but it would be, every now and then. Like I couldn't do that often. I have to be really like I get obsessed sometimes with finding because I'm totally the back of the package person now because I'm trying to look for the sodium content. Sometimes I know what I'm doing, like I know if I'm getting something that's a lot of fucking sodium, but I feel like I just want to have it, and even if I enjoy it like once, I'm good. But the other thing is too, like I get obsessed. Like I have some balsamic onion flavored seasoning that was it's so good on Brussels sprouts. My God. A little bit of butter and a little bit of that seasoning is really good, and it's relatively low in sodium. So I get obsessed with things like that. But I don't know that I could do a rub all that often. I've been trying to keep with my Himalayan salt, and but when I first got out of the hospital after my three-day stint in there, um, I was really mentally in a place. So the blood pressure to me was really serious. So I was in a place mentally where I was definitely trying to make sure I was keeping it cute. Um, Making the turkey burgers almost like they made them at the hospital, maybe doing one piece of bread instead of two. Um, I I wasn't fucking with any cheese. I wasn't fucking with any mayo. I was keeping it very plain and basic, maybe some applesauce, some kind of a mixed vegetable. And I kept now, I did have my Arizonas, but I kept trying to do that. And for a nice little period, because I have pictures of my face looking really nice, and I was like, that's when you was doing it. You know, now some of these shirts are starting to fit like they used to fit before I got into the hospital. What's up, Robert? Have I caught? Oh, now I'm catching you. It's probably nighttime now. I don't think I've had more than 10 people in this chat so far. I've seen the number fluctuate from 7 to 8, maybe 9, but I don't think I've seen 10. I was supposed to go to Evanston today to visit a friend of mine. That was who, when I saw someone leave a message, that was who that was. We were going to hang out, but he said he had a really bad dream, a really bad nightmare actually, that kept him up, and he needed to get more sleep, so we canceled. I was looking forward to doing that. I got myself all ready, but I said, what else to do? What to do with the time? So I thought I would come on, see who was on in the afternoon, my time in the afternoon, see what was doing. Oh, sorry to hear that, Robert. Sorry to hear that. Hey, ASMR bro, what's happening, my friend? It's now 2:25. I've been on for like almost an hour. It's 2:25 in the afternoon. What time is it where you are, bro? Oh, Robert, it's 7:30 in the morning. Um, is it, do you think it's not because of the fires? Is you just came down with something, Robert? 126. Okay. I saw oh, your last video where you bro, where you were I like the vlogs. Those are kind of cool. Notice, I don't know if it's just your town, but there's hardly any traffic. In fact, I think you went to a Walmart. That was probably the most amount of people I've seen when you pulled up, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that was the thrift store or the Walmart. I think it was at the Walmart. But when you're driving, it's so like it seems so desolate, like empty. I like those though. Those are good videos. And in 3 months, I lost 3 months. You lost 3 months in 3 months. Well, I would suggest that you go back and try that again, Brandon, because if you're losing months and not pounds, I don't know what the fuck gym you're going to, but yeah, I would go back or at least get my money back. Yeah, that was Black Friday at Walmart, my town small. Yeah, they're cool. It's this they're kind of I like the voiceover aspect because that's also pretty cool. Um, and then when you were working out, and then you had your shirt off, and you're like, well, "What the fuck are you doing? Let's put your shirt back on. It's cold." That was funny. It's so interesting though, because I don't think they have anything for big guys like me at thrift stores. If I were to go, I would be shopping for like objects. I probably wouldn't shop for clothes because I just don't feel like ever seen anything that would fit me. But y'all be finding some good stuff in there. I know we have several here, but in my neighborhood, there's the Dollar Tree, and then there's well, that's not thrift, but there is a Salvation Army, and I went in there one time, and I think you have to go at a certain time, because I went like in mid to late afternoon, and I need room and space. Those aisles are already kind of like cramped and crowded, so I need to have some space. And then people are just, I don't want to make a commentary on like people. I don't want to make a generalizing statement, but in the one that I went to here in Chicago, kind of like in my neighborhood, you just gotta. I just want to watch yourself around people, because I was like, let me look at the lamps. That's what I went in there for, was a lamp, but I couldn't find a decent one. Oh, ASMR bro, if you're still in here, just so that you know, I had mentioned earlier in my Rainbow Room channel, I'm gonna do another book video, but I'm showing off book collection, and I will be whispering and chewing gum, just so that you know. Um, I'll be turning a few pages probably too, but that'll be later. Wow. Oh my God. Wait a minute, not in Canada. Tell me y'all don't get down like that in Canada. Oh, geez. Is there anything being done, Robert, to like, uh, that's been going on for way too long. Is it just because the landscape of Australia or whatever that it's difficult to for any progress to be made? You have to forgive me. I don't understand a lot about Australia and these particular fires that are going on now. But that's crazy. I hope you feel better though. Yeah, bro, I can't imagine people in Canada getting down like that. maybe at the, hey, maybe at certain parts. Oh wow. Okay. My neighborhood is it's hard to describe. Um oh, so that wasn't just an exaggeration. Okay. I remember when he said that. Um it's hard to describe. It's not a bad neighborhood. Just parts can be sketchy. That's all. Um, but my block is nice. Um, there are not a lot of black folks. It's predominantly white people, but you got a lot of different, like there's Africans right around the corner from me. It's weird. It's hard to explain. Kind of diverse, I guess, but predominantly white. And there's just pockets everywhere. Pockets of like sketchiness, depending on what street you go. All right, Drew, take care. Thanks for joining me. But yeah, it's not like too bad. If I were south, it would be a different story. Oh wow. Well, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Robert. I do hope you feel better and get better, and I hope that that situation changes. So y'all can find some type of way to keep your lungs as safe as possible. But I don't know. It seems kind of hopeless. Have you been off work? I would take it that you've been off work. Man, I'm almost at 10 people. Bro, hold on. Let me ask you something. Do you ever, like when you've done lives, do you ever get like a whole bunch of trolls, like all at once? Or has that never happened to you? Okay, you've been off work since Monday. Wow. Since last Monday, it's been a week, or you mean you would have said yesterday, but I'm thinking you meant since last Monday. Oh, I was asking, bro, if you when you've done lives, have you ever had a situation where you got a whole bunch of trolls that like appeared in your stream all at once? That happened in my last live. Like right at the tail end, I was trying to kick people out, and all these accounts just like just said, "I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere." It was. I'm laughing now. It wasn't funny at the time, but thankfully I had a moderator go in there and kind of do some stuff. But that was the first time it ever happened to me. I wondered if it happened to you. Oh, well, that's cool. Trolls are funny, but they're very annoying. They're very annoying. It does make me want to like age restrict my channel, but I don't know. It seems like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't kind of thing now. And it'd be interesting to see what happens in January when all this COPA stuff kind of really materializes, or maybe it's already like starting to happen now. I don't know. Oh, it's Wednesday where you are. Okay, my bad. I keep forgetting that, Robert. You got to forgive me. Well, have you been hearing about the YouTube and the COPA Act? So it's the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. Um, they're basically going to everyone will have, if you're a content creator, they're saying that this is strictly for people that gear their content for children. Um, but if you have anything on your channel that could attract a child, um, they now ask you, you can see it in your settings actually. If you ever do a live, if you scroll down and look into advanced settings, there's an option where if you want to, oh no, I think it's after you upload a video, you can say if you want to, is your video made for kids? That's one of the questions, and you have to choose, whatever you want to choose, and then and they'll ask you, do you want to restrict your video to viewers over 18 and stuff like that. So that's out now. So every time I do a mukbang or whatever, I'm always going into those settings. It may not affect every content creator, and that's what a lot of people are kind of fucked up about. Um, it seems like when they first got this information out, it was kind of a gray area. But now they're saying that this is strictly for people who have content that is really geared towards children. They just want to make sure their bots or whatever want to make sure that everything is legit. But yeah, I I just was thinking, okay, so like if I age restrict my channel, am I still gonna get fined? But like, I don't think that would be the case with me. But if I did something that was geared towards children and then wanted to age restrict it, then that would probably be a red flag. That's my thinking. But I just hope nothing reaches me where, if it was up to me, and I know people have, some of my subscribers have children that, I had a subscriber wanted me to say hi to their child, and I was just like, "Hey, well, what's up?" But I know how I get. I think I curse more in my lives than I probably do in my mukbangs. I think because I'm too busy eating to curse. So I don't know. I don't think it's anything to get worked up about. But no, no one wants to be fined. I certainly could not afford to be fined. I get even paranoid about when I sing certain songs, sing lyrics from songs. I get paranoid about that. If y'all hear a sound, that's my radiator. Well, you guys, I don't know. It might be time for me to step out and get a walk going, and then get some food, some real food in my stomach, because I'm starting to feel it now. But I will do that video. So if you're not subbed to the Rainbow Room, that's where you're going to be able to see it. I might share the link to the video on the Choose community page, but I'm going to be doing books. So if you want to, this is my very small book collection. That's pretty much it. All right, bro. Thanks for stopping through. I appreciate it always. All right, Ada. Thanks for coming through. Take care. Get some rest and drink a lot of water to, soothe them joints and stuff. And Robert, I hope you feel better, sir. Twinkie, I am getting ready to go. I've been off a little over an hour, so I'm going to say hi and bye. Thanks, you guys, for joining me this afternoon. I really appreciate it, and I will see y'all later. Bye.